What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And I just got a fresh cut, nice fade, beard shaped up, and I'm ready to go back to work. Well, actual physical work, because I've been hurt if you didn't see the last video, and also getting back to making awesome content for you guys. But first, I just want to give a big shout out to Hoboken Barbershop. If you're in the area and you need a cut, you need a shape up, you need anything, barber, these two guys are the best. Hoboken Barbershop in Hoboken, New Jersey. Go see them. Chris or Joe, they'll take care of you. I mean, look at this, look at this. I'm ready for the streets right now. Well, anyway, this right here is my 2025 Honda Grom SP. I've done a lot of work to it so far, and it's been a fun bike to ride. Honestly, when I decided to get this bike, a lot of people were, I don't want to say hate on it. Yeah, they were hating on it. And they were asking, Dave, what are you going to do with this bike? Seriously. It's only 125cc. It doesn't go past 60 miles an hour. You can get it there, but you know, my size and my weight, it takes a while. And what was the purpose of this bike? And to tell you the truth, it's a different riding style compared to the Harley, compared to the Aprilia. And honestly, every time I'm out on the road, I really enjoy riding this bike. Honestly, it's not fast. You do have to think, you do have to prep yourself, and well, you know, if I have to overtake this car, what's the best route, what's the best strategy? And you know, you could really find the limits to this bike really fast, but you could keep it there once you find the limits and really have fun on it. Like I said, it's not a big bike. It's considered a mini Moto. That's what Honda calls it. You know, it's a 125cc engine, single cylinder. Probably right now, as it sits, it probably pushes out 10 horsepower. And I mean, to tell you the truth, it's really all you need. So far, what I've done with this bike is I put some axle sliders on it, put a little red chroming on it. I've done levers, bar end mirrors. I also did a TST Industry, you can see it right there, right in the middle there, TST Industry air intake. And also I updated the air intake to a K9 filter. What I love about it, you keep the shape and you keep the rigidity of the actual intake. Some other intakes, this plastic piece will be really flimsy once you install another, like a Chimera or whatever it is. I've done the foot pegs. I've done the Leo Vinci full exhaust. Sounds pretty awesome. Don't worry, I'll give you a startup after this video towards the end, so stay tuned for that. I also did the ECU flash from DH Motoring. I actually got a new ECU for it, and I just swapped them out. I do have the old one still sitting there, sitting on there, so if I ever wanted to trade and take everything off, put it back to stock, I can. What else? I've done the rear chain adjuster. I forgot what piece is that called, but it added spools to it, and I put the rear axle. Now, as awesome as this bike is, it has its flaws. It does, obviously. It's not perfect, but for what it is, it really is an awesome motorcycle. So now, there are a couple things that I'd like to do to this bike to really, I don't know, tailor it to me. And I know first thing a lot of people like to do is the handlebars. Now the handlebars for me, and let's get on the bike and I'll show you my view of it. It's not that bad. I really do like where they sit. Now if you go with like a aftermarket bar, I know they put them out a little farther, puts it out a little farther, get more leverage in turns. But for me right now, I really like how the bars sit. They're not too far. They're not too far forward. They're not too far back. You can always adjust them. I actually did a little bit of adjustment when I got this bike. I did tilt them forward a little bit. So you could actually do the bars. A lot of people like to do it. For me, I really think I'm gonna just stick with the stock bars. I just added some bar ends and stuff like that. The second biggest thing people like to do, obviously I did the stage one, where you want to call it stage one, air intake, flash, and exhaust. They like to do the suspension. Now the suspension on here is this is set up for basically a person who's not 240 pounds like myself. If you know, in the last video, I am trying to lose some weight and take care of myself. When I was riding this, when I first got it, I was, to be honest with you, I was about 260 pounds. Yikes. And I don't want to go back to that. But even with losing some weight, the suspension on here isn't the greatest. It's very bouncy. Obviously, this is probably set up for someone who's about 150 pounds, maybe 120 pounds. Not for someone like me. And you get a lot of dive in the front. Obviously, there's no adjustability in the front. There's a little bit of adjustability in the back, but it's not going to do anything for me and my size. So that's another thing I would like to do for this bike. Also, one of the other things is the lighting. It does come with an LED, and I'll show you real quick. I don't know if you can see, is it on? Why isn't it on? There we go. Still not on. Well, anyway, the lighting has an LED in the front, but obviously the turn signals are still halogen, and the rear light is okay. So what I want to do basically is I want to get rid of this tail section, maybe get TST Industries rear tail light, and it has integrated signals in it, which would be cool. But if I do that, I definitely have to do something with these lights up here. They just stick out like a sore thumb, and I get it. What do you expect for a $3,500 bike? At least they give you an LED, but for some reason it's not on here. Is that it? Does that do it? Well, I guess it has to turn on when the bike is on. But basically, those two things, the tail tidy with the integrated light, the lights, and the suspension, is what I really, really want to do next for this bike. And I think it will change, obviously, the look, and it'll change the handling of the bike. But I do have one question, and guys, put it in the comments below if you know a few things about this bike. Now, I know this rear tire, it is, I think it's a 130. Can I go bigger? Maybe like a 150? I've been trying to research it, and I don't want to extend the swing arm. I don't want to do any of that. I really like the way it sits stock, but can I get this back tire bigger? Look, it's a 130, 70 right there. So what do you guys think? Can you put maybe probably you could put a 140, but does a 150 really fit on here? Would it fit? Am I going to get rubbing on the chain on this side? That's not that much space between the chain and tire right there. It'll push it out a little bit, but I don't know. So let me know in the comments below, can I put a 150 tire on the back? That would look pretty cool. Fatter tire on the back. Let me know. And basically, so the bike only has 514 miles. Now I've been riding around. So the bike only has 514 miles. Obviously, like I said, I got hurt before, and I haven't been riding this bad boy. And I really, really want to keep riding it. I'm enjoying it. So I'm not going to take it to the dealer. This thing is such a easy bike to work on. I'm just gonna do the service myself, keep records of it, and you know, I have the manual. It will show me what I need to be looking for and everything. So maybe I'll do a video on that. But I know you guys want to hear what it sounds like with the Leo Vinci exhaust. Now, this exhaust definitely is awesome. It's not as expensive as the Yoshimura. It's not expensive as like the Vance & Hines or the S&S. It's really, really a good value exhaust. So let's fire it up and have a listen. Neutral. Now, people saying about the false neutrals. Now it should be a neutral. It should start. Then the LED should turn on, which it did. There you go. You know, I think it'll be cool if I get some LED turn signals. I do that rear. It'll look totally different from what stock is, obviously. But I do like the style of it. The plate, I'll be honest with you guys, when it comes to tail tidies, I don't like plates that sit under the seat. I have nothing to hide. So, you know, do you get a little crazy on bikes sometimes? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I really, really don't need to be hiding my plate like I'm doing something bad. I want to enjoy this thing. So I feel like a lot of people do get pulled over because they can't see your plate. And obviously, it's funny, you might get pulled over more on these kind of bikes because they want to make sure your paperwork is good. But that's what it sounds like. Let's give it a rev. Sounds vicious. Well, anyway, guys, that's what I'm doing. I'm glad I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work on making videos for you and going back to actual physical work. I do love what I do. I love the people I work with, and that's the truth. Well, anyway, any of the parts you see on here, I'll leave links below. You know, they are affiliate links. You can take a look. If you don't want them, you don't have to click on them. Some of the stuff I've gotten off of Amazon, some of the stuff I've gotten off Man in the Box, DH Motoring. I would love to see what your opinion is on this bike. And I'm telling you the truth, guys, if you never ridden a bike like this, it's almost as fun as a 600, 1000, a Harley, any of those big bikes. This is a really fun bike. Well, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Also, hit that like button for this video. Push it out a little bit for me. Also, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification. Every time I upload something, the good old YouTube will let you know. Well, anyway, we're in the garage. It's raining out. I have no Aprilia. The Harley's actually sitting in the rain. But there you have it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.